My sister was doing some research on them after seeing them in our local park and hearing about them in school. While researching them, she realized there's a non-toxic solution you can make at home that can effectively kill the spotted lantern bug. She proceeded to make a mixture which was made up of water, apple cider vinegar, and a little Dawn dish soap. She then discovered multiple infested trees on our street and decided to give the solution a try by spraying them on the trees and the actual bug. She was not only doing something amazing for our environment, she was doing something that made her feel like a hero. Our neighbor across the street saw my sister spraying the trees with the solution and didn't know what she was doing. Usually, if you see a child that you know doing something that might not be good, you'll walk up to them or ask their parents to tell them and let them know what's going on. First of all, she wasn't on his property, and second of all, he knows us. We're his neighbor, and it's not like there's numerous other Black families on our street.
I actually live in New Jersey, and I'm familiar with the spotted lanternfly. And pretty much everywhere you go, whether it be on trails, hiking trails, outdoor stuff, I like to do stuff like that. And there's signs literally everywhere that warn about how deadly the species is. Not like in terms of poisonous to humans or anything, but they eat vegetation, and they're really causing imbalance within the ecosystem, even though they're actually very pretty insects. Their wings are red, gray, white, spotted. They're actually really pretty insects, but those signs everywhere say, kill them, kill these mother when you see them, you know what I'm saying? Because they really cause harm to the environment. So the young woman, she actually was carrying out a service to her community, to the environment. And again, it's literally what the state recommends.
It's not only racist what he did, but it was extremely traumatic for my sister. She sees all these other Black children and adults, on the news being killed by police officers for doing nothing wrong. So when this call rolled up beside her, she was immediately frightened because she did nothing wrong. No kid should have to be stared in their own town on their own street. To my sister was extremely offensive, traumatic, and scarring towards my family. I can confidently assure you guys she will never forget this.
Like they pointed out, if this guy, a grown man who's obviously too bored, he's just looking out his window, looking for stuff to do. Who am I going to get mad at today? Oh, a little girl. Oh, police, I'm scared. I don't know what she's doing. She seems to be spraying stuff. What could it be? It may be anthrax. She's spraying anthrax everywhere. But if it was a little white girl, he probably would have went out and greeted her.
Our neighbor called the police and reported there's a little Black woman walking, spraying stuff on the sidewalks and trees. I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me though, and included that she was wearing a hoodie. It is sickening and scary to hear my neighbor use triggering words that have resulted in the death of too many Black and brown children and adults at the hand of the police.
And I'm really glad that they brought this to the attention of the town hall, because again, this man called out and he said, I don't know what the hell she's doing. It scares me though, and she has on a hoodie. You know those Black people in those hoodies, you know they must be up to no good. It's just ridiculous. And again, it just goes completely against the notion that racism is gone in this country, because it's a human tendency that's typically taught. Especially in a country where the foundations were literally built on, we know what they were built on. But, again, all this guy had to do was go out and if he really was that concerned, is he a botanist or a gardener or something? It's not like she was on his property just spraying like right on the flowers underneath his windowsill. He could have gone out and asked her. He could have gone out and talked to her, but, he had ill intent. He thought that she must have been up to no good. Why? Oh, well, we know why, because she's a little Black girl. Luckily, she didn't get beat up.
How many lanternflies do you think you captured or killed? Did you count them at all? No? A lot, I think. And you used vinegar and apple cider vinegar and soap? Soap. And where did you find that out? Where did you find the recipe? On TikTok.
Thank you both for stepping up here. I know this is a difficult issue for many. I just want you to both know you have governing body support we can do to help make you feel comfortable.
And it turns out the deadly chemical mix she was spraying, just apple cider vinegar, water, a little bit of dish soap. And this man saw her from literally across the street. She's the most non-threatening looking person ever. She's clearly a child, clearly a little girl, a child. She's got her glasses on. She has her bottle. You know what I'm saying? She's just going about doing what she needs to do. Like, what do you mean? Look, if that was me and I saw her and I was bored and I was like, man, I don't know. Like, first and foremost, that wouldn't scare me or trigger me or any way. But I might go out, and especially if I knew the family or something, be like, hey, what you doing? What you got going on? I'd offer to help her. You know what I'm saying? Because what she's doing, again, is very good for the community. I'll be like, shit, give me a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me go make a bottle right now. I'll come out of here. I'll join you. I'll spray these suckers with you. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm really glad that they brought this to the attention of the town hall. But this is the reality that Black and brown people are still dealing with in this country.